Good morning everyone. Well, today I'm just introducing to my new palette. Well, it's one I've got to so that I can pop these watercolours in it. The watercolours I'm going to put in are the Arteza watercolours, which they've sent me to have a go with and try. So, but before that, we'll just fill our pans. Now, the palette, the clean wells, under approximately 5 inches, which is a bit, they're usually very narrow, you know, and I've asked for the large pans, so I'm going to put these pans in and we'll see. Oh yes, you can open them without it. So we pop in these pans and we'll fill them with some Arteza paints. So let's see how they fit. Put it there. There we are. So now let's have a look at our watercolours. And I'll do a small painting with this, with these. I'm not used to the colours, so let's have a see how far we are off these colours. Okay, now the names more or less for flowers, you can take them out. There's 60, they look to be about 10 millimetres, quite big, and maybe more. So there's so many. I know that they might look expensive, about £40, but you look at the amount you get, how many you get, they're very cheap, aren't they? Just showing you these. It's just, we'll try them out and see how we like them. So, these are, we look at this one now. Go through some of these colours and more. There's another couple of sets yet. So, I've never tried them yet. Now there's a lime green, a tan, toffee, and light apricot. I think we'll try the lime green, which we'll always use, won't we? Oh my, that's very light, isn't it? There's your lime green. Now I don't know about setting how long they take, because I've not tried them yet. But we'll use them today. Now that's lime green. Now this one is lemon yellow, so we do want lemon yellow, don't we? We'll use lemon yellow, that will be. So if we we'll keep our yellows together. Yes. The lemon. Wipe the end of it before I screw it back on. So let's have a look what else we've got. Titanium white. That could be useful. Yellow ochre. Gamboge is a light yellow. An orange. So we'll put an orange. We'll use an orange. Okay, so we'll put our orange over here. At this side, here, there. Now, you may be flower painters, I don't know, so you may use the colours and know what they mean better than I do. I go to artist names, so let's just have another little look. I'll put that with those. Probably get them mixed up. Now here's the blues. There's a phthalo blue. I spelled it wrong when I was telling our David? It's P-H-T-H-O-L-O, phthalo blue. Now that's quite near to Windsor, isn't it? So we do need, now this is a ultramarine, which is our favourite. So we put our ultramarine here. There. One of our favourite colours. Now then, we want, there's a Prussian blue, there's a cobalt blue, which is another of our favourites. So we put our cobalt blue here, there. Now, the reason why I put these in these positions, the cobalt blue's there, and the cerulean is next to it. Okay, so we've got our cerulean, which is for your Mediterranean skies, or low down on your sky in your English skies. Now we've put our ultramarine, cobalt, cerulean, cobalt, ultramarine. Our phthalo blue, we'll put that next to this. So in ultramarine, the phthalo, then over there to them two light ones. So we put, this is where we'd normally use my Windsor. So ultramarine, phthalo. Now there's violet, there's Prussian blue, etc. in the blues. There, so we've put the blues out for now, put those back. Now we've got sage green, ice blue, stone blue. Now stone blue could take the place. I'm not sure if we'll have any Payne's grey, so whether stones will do the job for us, I'm not sure. Okay, now the light apricot, toffee colour, tan, late brown, and ballerina, which is a really beautiful pink colour. Now, put those away for a minute. Just see how far we can get with these. It takes a little bit of time, but you'll have patience with me, won't you? So I think we'll wait and see about that. Now let's see what we've got here. Orange, Naples yellow, seaweed, saffron. Now saffron, would you say that was near to raw sienna? Now we've got yellow, ochre and gamboge there. So it's a question, we may use saffron if we've not got the raw sienna. Now, we need burnt sienna, don't we? And crimson. Now crimson we'll put there. Crimson there. like that. Now we've got burnt sienna. Burnt sienna is, we will put here. No, oh no, we don't. We put it there. Those. Now, while the two, it's used quite a lot. We put 2 in there. Burnt sienna, like that. Now I let them dry, and then they soon wet up the day after. So we've got the burnt sienna, we've got crimson red, we've got vermilion. Now vermilion, we can lift these out though, can't we, and move them. Vermilion, we'll put some vermilion there. Now we want some grey there. Now then, that's vermilion. Unusual, the old name for bright red, that was. There's the burnt sienna. If you lilac, oh, there's all kinds of colours. There's rose there. That would be easy for you to use when you were doing your roses. So now we're coming to our other greens. Now we're going to start looking at our green little palette of greens here. So we've got, I'm not showing you, am I? We've got taupe. This is violet tulip, that one. Pear, eucalyptus. That's the word, the green, yeah? And I saw him at the well, and he loved to have eucalyptus, 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 eucalyptus. Then he went farther around the bend and saw this other girl, and he said, eucalyptus, eucalyptus, eucalyptus. Remember that woman who used to talk like that? That singer. Okay. Now I can't see any, I think everything's there. So the greens, we don't need any of those greens for now. Now we've got sap green. Now sap green is a nice green, isn't it? One you can work from. Although I don't use it myself, but it's one you can do, you can use to tone other greens with that, sap green. That's your sap green. The other greens is a light green. There's a deep green, very deep green that. Now that's nice, isn't it, to have a deep green? Right? A deep green. But will I remember these? There's a deep green, a sap green. Now we have some raw umber. Raw umber and burnt umber in this palette. This is this little one is your greens. Your sap green, raw umber, burnt umber. So burnt umber we'll put here. There we are. There's our burnt umber. There's our raw umber. Oh, we only need one raw umber. We need a raw sienna though, in a minute. So that's this is noir, black. Il y a noir. Ah, merci beaucoup. I'll put the black here. There's the black. Now I think the raw umber, we've got our burnt umber, our raw umber violet, which is close to it, isn't it? And we've got the greens. Now I don't know how many more. Now looking at, we've got mint green, indigo, which is a very dark blue, bubblegum, lavender, spiced apple, mint green. I will try put a mint green in there. I think I would have put all my greens together in the little box itself. Now that's a very strong colour, I can see. So we'll have to be careful with that. So that's okay. We could put an indigo in, which is a very dark blue on the with the next to the ultramarine here. That's indigo. Now that is a very, very strong dark green indigo. That's indigo. Now stone blue, I'm wondering if that could be nearest to our Payne's grey. So just have a look at it. No, it's a light blue. It's a light blue grey, very light. Very light. We need a dark one, don't we? A dark grey. Now let's see. There's an Aegean there, see? Will we be able to read those? Aegean. There's your dark greens with your umbers. I want to put that there. Oh my, there's all these. Now the apricot, viridian, of course you know, oh there's a grey here. We'll try this grey one in this grey palette. So you see there's such a lot of paints here. And for 39 to 40 pounds, oh, crikey, they're only about, if they're 60 at 10p, would be 60, wouldn't it? So they're under 10p. Really, it's very, and they do a lot of sales, I believe, as well. This is a bit of grey. There's your grey. You know, you get, if you keep your eye open on them, they do quite a lot of sales. So, yes, so I think, look at these here. You've got apricot, viridian, grey, sepia, sky blue, and neon pink in those, right? And this other one, you've got one through one. Orange, Naples yellow, seaweed, saffron, and blush pink, and Bordeaux. 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 La langue française. Okay, let's have a look at decor. Let's see. Burnt umbers on there. Raw umber, which is of course, there's your sap green. All your colours you need. Wow. I think there's enough there for me to do a scene with. Just get that off. I think there's enough. Is there any other colour we're missing? We've got the greys, I've got our blues, we've got our reds, we've not got raw sienna. I think we'll have to use yellow ochre. Gamboge is a nice yellowy colour. So this is our yellow ochre, which would be raw sienna in my other palette. And we've used plenty of that. Now if it's yellow ochre, which this is, we'll have to watch it that we we don't put it on too thick, because if we do it'll be solid. It's opaque, which means it covers a lot. Ideal for flowers, leaves and things like that for flower painters. You know, ideal for that. Now then, here's where orange yellow, gambos. Actually, gambos is a really yellowy colour. And this is our yellow ochre we've just put in there for our raw sienna. A burnt sienna, burnt umber, raw umber, no, burnt umber, raw umber. See, I can remember, we're looking at colours. Ultramarine, phthalo, indigo, black, grey, cobalt, cerulean, light green, moss green, and I forgot that green already. There's your light green, pear, I think it's called pear. And this is your lemon yellow. So you're covered there, but I will double up on these. So later on, I'll put some more colours in. But meanwhile, to get on with doing a bit of painting, we'll begin. And I'll put these back in the box. There's 60 paints in here, all different, every colour you'd need for doing your stems for your colours and everything. And your leaves, you know, your big stroking leaves, which you put on with your big brush, one of those striking brush, what we call them, and for doing leaves and stems. So there you have it. I think they're very, very cheap, and they're not bad paints. There we are. There's all the colours on top there. To read them out, I would be taking a while, wouldn't I? Okay. They also do wet pens, which water fillable plastic container pens, like these type, you know. They sent me a few of these. Now, if I was using them with the watercolour pencils they sent me, I would use an ordinary paintbrush, one a bit like that, because it's an nylon. And if you're touching the end of a coloured pencil, like say you do this, you get wet and you touch the end of a coloured pencil like that, you need one with a bit of strength in it, like a nylon one, so it'll rub it easier, and then it'll put it onto the painting you're going to do. So I'm going to stop a minute and then we'll do a painting for our YouTube, because we must keep on doing for our YouTube, and that's very important as well. But it looks, I love this palette, but this is one I got from somewhere else. I won't advertise for them because I'm not connected with them, but I know sometimes they do have connections. But this is the colours and everything is our Arteza. It seems to be getting on well lately, Arteza, getting very popular. They do watercolour paper and that, but it's up to you. I don't know which, you know, you get different types. See, there's your watercolour papers. It's it's more, what would be that? An A5, is it, or something like that? It's an A5 probably, can you see? Oh, it is an A5 there. See, it says it. It's a 300, but it's a dryish paper. You'd have to get used to using it. But for flowers, what can you say? I think it's beautiful. So there you are, up to there. So we've got that lot going. I put this over here, and I'll stop this and start doing our painting.